Hey guys, just a quick little video from some photographs that I found on Facebook in the Hero Hammer group this morning, and I was so taken aback at how awesome these armies look, and I just thought they had to be shared with you guys just in case you're not on the group on Facebook at all and you've probably never seen these images. Looks like it's like a 3,000 point Orc and Goblin army, I'm going to say. I'm not exactly sure on the points, but here's an amazing looking Empire army facing off against it. Basically, the premise of the battle was that the Empire army would be deployed in the center, near the center of the table, and the Orc and Goblins would be deployed on either side. And basically, it was like kind of like an ambush kind of scenario. And these Empire army is based on the Avaland province, and as their color schemes and banners would suggest, and that kind of thing. So really nicely painted stuff, really great looking table. Looks like they're using a lot of foreground buildings, which are really nice too. I like the foreground stuff, even though I prefer to build my own stuff, like in the old sort of style of modeling. But they're really nice buildings to be able to put your miniatures inside them and that kind of thing and move them around. Yeah, so looks like a really fun, entertaining battle. They're playing 5th edition, but they're using the 4th edition spell cards for the Empire Wizard. He's a bright wizard, so lots of flaming attacks on those poor old trolls. I think they copped it in the end, and I don't think any of them managed to survive the battle, which is quite cool. But as you can see, the pictures sort of tell what's happening. I think the person who did this, I think his name is Guy, I'm not sure exactly, or Gus maybe, I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but he's going to put together a bit of a battle report on his blog at some point, so I'll have to link that to this video when that becomes available underneath, so you can see it at that time. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, really nicely painted. Like this unit here is just amazing. The banners are so cool, and the miniatures are painted beautifully. All those old classic Perry metal models that you've seen over the years. Some nice crossbowmen here as well. Yeah, lovely little photos. They're all sort of in focus, and they're just excellent. So I was just so taken aback by this that I thought I just got to ask this guy if I can share them with you guys, and he of course gave the thumbs up, so I was really happy that he did that. Looks like it's all sort of culminating in the center of the table, and the Empire guys are just sort of trying to hold back the greenskin forces. This is quite a cool photo too. Like the looks like the chariot might have charged the war wagon, so it would have been interesting to see what happened there. I think the war wagon might have got the better of the chariot in the long run, I'd say. Looks like the trolls and the giant are facing off against the ogres, having a classic bash. But it looks like the poor old ogres, they fell down in the end, and they died as a result, which is quite sad. Yeah, nice looking unit of pistoliers coming in the rear there. Looks like he had reinforcements that he could bring on during the game as well, maybe on a dice roll or something like that. I would take it. So I'll be interested to see what kind of scenario it was, and if you'd like to share the information on that and how they did it, so that we could probably play it ourselves at some point, because the Empire and against the Orcs is kind of like a classic sort of matchup, really, isn't it? So it's nice to see this sort of played out in such splendor, really. So it looks like he's got a unit of great swords here. It's a nice big chunky unit too, so really big units actually, a lot of figures on the table. Which is one of the comments one guy mentioned too. I think it was Joe that said, people think that Hero Hammer is just like all these massive heroes in points and really small units, but in this case, you can see that's not the point. It's or not the case, I should say. That we've got big units on the table being represented and only few characters really. So, and a lot of those units are doing a lot of the legwork in this battle. So I think in the end the Orcs were beaten, and the Empire, even though they took heavy losses, they were victorious in the end. So whether that was based on some kind of special victory points or conditions, or whether it was just based on just purely by victory points, I'm not really sure. I think we just got to wait till the actual battle report's released by the creator and see exactly what actually unfolded. But I think by the photographs, you've got a pretty clear indication what sort of happened here and there. You can see a Dune Diver there crashing into the Reichsguard captain, I think that guy is, one of the heroes of the Empire. But really good battle, really great to see this morning. It sort of made my weekend, so hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you the next one, guys. Take care.